Now, 7 weather with meteorologist Julie Durda.
Well, on this Friday, we are waking up to a mix of sun and clouds. Dry conditions across the board. A little bit of cloud cover just offshore, though, with some isolated showers. That moisture has basically stayed stationary on the radar. We've been watching these cells just offshore of Miami Beach, as well as Hollywood Beach and Dania Beach, but the moisture breaking apart right over the Atlantic, so we haven't had to deal with wet roadways this morning, and that's good news as you're headed out on your Friday morning. Let's talk about temperatures warming up with the sunshine out there, lower 80s in Fort Lauderdale, as well as Miami and Pompano Beach, 81 in Miccosukee, 79 in Pembroke Pines, and 84 in Key West. The wind flow moving in anywhere between 3 and 5 miles per hour. Now, any showers and thunderstorms that do develop today will favor inland Broward and Miami-Dade, as we do have that east-southeast wind flow in place. Let's talk tropics. We are watching 3 areas, 1 in the Gulf of Mexico and 2 in the Atlantic. Let's talk about the Gulf of Mexico system. This is Tropical Depression 13, wind sustained at 35 miles per hour. It is about 210 miles southwest of the mouth of the Mississippi River. Now, this system is expected to move very slow as we go into the weekend and early next week. We have a broad area of high pressure in place over the southeast, and what's going to happen is this high will drift more towards the east. That will allow for the system to take that northeast turn. We also have upper level steering winds that will move in from the west, continuing to push the system in towards portions of Alabama and Mississippi by the middle part of the next work week. What we're noticing is the intensity of the storm. It could possibly be our next tropical storm as we go into the weekend, and if it does, it will be named Tropical Storm Lee. But the main concern will be all the rain it's already bringing throughout portions of Louisiana and Mississippi. They are expecting to see a lot of rain once everything is said and done. There is a tropical storm warning from the border of Texas and Louisiana all the way into the border of Mississippi and towards Alabama, and that's where they're expecting to see anywhere between 10 to 15 to even 20 inches of rain. The other area we're watching, Tropical Storm Katia, wind sustained at 70 miles per hour. It's 750 miles east of the Leeward Islands. This system is expected to become a hurricane once again. It did weaken yesterday, but they have it forecasted to become a Category 3 system by the middle part of the next work week. So we're watching the tropical depression. If it becomes a tropical storm, it will be Tropical Storm Lee. That will bring flooding concerns for the North Gulf Coast states as we go into the weekend and early next week. Then we turn our attention to Katia. If this system stays as strong as what they're expecting, it will be a major Category 3 system by Bermuda, and it looks as though if it keeps pushing to the west, this could be a concern for the East Coast. Otherwise, one more area we're watching has a 60% chance of development. It is expected to move towards the northeast. If it does develop, it will push away and not affect U.S. soil. No advisories for your marine forecast. Miami-Dade and Broward, the Bay will be a moderate chop. Same for you in the Keys. Highs today in the lower 90s with a mix of sun and clouds and scattered storms in the afternoon. Lows in the mid 70s with that chance of showers tonight. Here's the breakdown of the Labor Day forecast. We've got highs in the lower 90s throughout the weekend. Labor Day will have a high of 92 degrees with some afternoon storms, and we'll keep that chance of scattered storms in the forecast as we go into next week. Have a great weekend, South Florida.